Okay, it is time to continue our journey through the Inferno. And we are going to start with Canto 3, The Unconfronting, K Corp, District 11. So 4, 10, 11. Humming along. Okay, let's start. Virgilius informs us of where we will be going next. While everyone seems happy and energetic, one sinner is reacting rather strangely. The sun is almost set, leaving the bus to be shrouded in dusk. What a... Oh, I was gonna say it sounds like Silent Night. And I've been pronouncing her name wrong all this time. I guess it's Karen. Okay. Karen's humming a song while driving. I found myself singing along in my head to that strangely familiar tune.
아름다운 연주는 세상의 망가진 것들에게서부터 나옵니다. 아이러니한 이치죠.
It's the depth of emotion. You know, they say an artist has to be ruined in order to create their best works. Do you agree with that? Because I personally think that we need a lot more art that comes from happiness. I'm very much a hope enjoyer, and one of my favorites is Van Gogh's Sunflowers, the Sunflower series. To me, that's those were some of the works that he made while he was recovering, I think. And it's just so lovely to look at. But of course, we appreciate the many different kinds of emotions that art can evoke. Virgilius spoke, having noticed that I was looking at the driver's seat.
하나, 온전히 음유를 느낄 수 있는 것은 정작 그들의 몫이 아니니 이 얼마나 억울합니까?
So are we talking about a composer for that melody? Did something happen to them? I don't know.
카론, 오늘은 기분이 좋아 보이는구나.
Actually, who wrote Silent Night? Let's see. Silent Night composer. Franz Gruber. Let's see. Okay, there's nothing about that here. Maybe Joseph Moore. Yeah, I don't see anything. Nope, nope. Karen nodded.
기분 좋으면 노래를 부르는 거야.
That's true.
그래. 하지만 너는 오히려 울적할 때 그 노래를 흥얼거렸던 것 같은데.
Oh.
카론, 그런 기억 없어. 카론은 즐거울 때만 노래해.
Why does that sound very foreboding? I wonder how long these two have been together. Virgilius' eyes seemed to well with a subdued shade of dark, the kind of hue that would be picked right away if one wanted to express solitude as a color. But it only lasted for a brief moment. So I decided to dismiss it as the vivid sunset plays tricks with the light. So he's a little bit concerned about Karen.
이제 카론이 흥얼거리는 세상은 고요한 무채색입니다. 길고 긴 터널 속을 헤어나오지 못하고 있으니.
Why does that feel very Orpheus kind? I'm sure that, just like the history of my own life that I've forgotten, Karen and Virgilius must have their own threads of cruel reminders. Yeah.
이런 너무 개인적인 이야기는 그만하기로 하죠. 딴테.
It's okay, I want to hear more.
당신의 업무는 나와 친분을 쌓는 것이 아니라 저들을 관리하는 것이니까.
We will be friends whether you like it or not. When I looked at his face again, that momentary hit of sadness had fleeted, replaced with a faint smile. I gave him a few nods, then turned around to check on the sinners. Our bus passengers have had lifted spirits for a while now. It helped that they did what they were assembled for and secured a golden bough for the first time. All the sinners were busy talking about their exploits in J-Corp's district.
내가 그때 딱 카드 내는 걸 봤어야 했는데 진짜 명장면이었다니까.
저 이야기만 7번째 들으니까 슬슬 지겨워져서 그러는데 그래서 이번엔 어디로 가는 거지?
이번 목적지는 K사 동지다.
아, 11구? 덕분에 평생 가보지도 못했을 것 다 돌아다니네.
그곳에도 손에 꼽히는 대단한 분이 계신다네. 아마 근처에 기념품 가게도 있을 것이야. 난 한정판 피규어 세트를 꼭 사고 싶었어.
Great individual. Who is that? And what kind of figurine set are we talking about?
오, 거기 햄버거 맛있다고 유명한 프랜차이즈 식당 있지 않았어?
요즘에는 세상 살기가 편해진 모양이군. 내가 임무를 위해 행군을 할 땐 입에 소금만 물고 가는 것이 전부였다.
Back in my day.
그러게 말이에요. 제가 항해할 때 목구멍에 넘길 수 있는 음식이라곤 철맛이 나는 통조림 수프가 전부였는데.
침 고인다. 그렇지 않아, 류슈?
뭐 지역마다 다를 피의 색을 생각하니 침이 고이긴 하군.
진짜 무슨 얘기를 못 하겠어. 꼬맹이, 너는 뭐가 먹고 싶어?
Oh my god, Sinclair. His face! Looking for someone to share tales with and have a sensible conversation, Rodion naturally turned to Sinclair. However,
싱클레어? 어머, 얘 왜 이래?
하얗게 질렸군. 과호흡과 오한도 관측된다.
wow, he's so anxious. How long has he been like this?
베르길리우스님이 케이사라는 언급을 했을 때부터입니다.
Why didn't you tell me earlier?
명령이 없었기 때문입니다.
Merceau stared at me like I was at fault for not doing the obvious.
속이 갑자기 안 좋아져서요. 죄송해요.
진짜 괜찮은 거 맞아?
Now that I think about it. Faust, I'm noticing a trend where one of us has visceral reactions to the destinations that Virgilius reveals. Additionally, when we arrive, it turns out that the place does have history with the person in question. Yeah, so G-Corp and Gregor, then J-Corp and Rhodia, now District 11 K-Corp with Sinclair. Does that have something to do with the reason we joined the company? Like in the case of Sinclair, he said that he volunteered for it as well because he knew probably that he's going to go to a place, the specific place that he wanted to.
우리라고 칭하시는군요.
Huh?
미묘한 변화의 차이를 감지하는 것도 저의 주 임무라서요. 그리고 수감자들의 입사 이유에 대해서는 상세히 알려드릴 수 없지만 저희가 가야 할 행선지와 수감자 각각의 신변이 어느 정도 관련이 있다는 사실은 부정할 필요가 없겠죠.
Okay, confidentiality.
기다 아니다부터 말하면 될걸. 쓸데없이 혓바닥을 길게 누리는 건 배운 놈들 특기인가?
두갈적 발화가 언제나 옳지는 않아요. 파우스트는 그때그때의 가장 효과적인 방식을 선택할 뿐이랍니다.
뭐?
배운 사람이라서가 아니라 당신이 너무 못 배운 사람이라 파우스트의 말이 헷갈린다고 한 거예요.
Oh my god. He's ready to swing his bat. Oh my god, Sinclair. Just as Heathcliff approached Faust with his bat shaking in fury, Sinclair suddenly started throwing up on the floor. Oh. The bus finally quieted down after that. To everyone's surprise, we're told that our destination is K-Corp's nest. The entry procedures one must go through to set foot in a nest are supposedly quite complicated. Shortly after the situation with Sinclair was dealt with,
그나저나 아까는 11구 뒷골목으로 간다는 걸 K사라고 잘못 말한 거지? 딴지 걸기엔 다들 들떠 보이는 분위기라 타이밍을 놓쳤는데.
난 어지간해서는 잘못 말하는 법이 없다. 맞게 들었어, 그레고르. 우리는 K사 둥지로 간다.
in the literal nest. Oh my gosh. We're storming an office.
아니 근데 둥지로 들어가려면
그래, 심사가 필요하지.
Okay. I think I read in the comments in the previous videos that the city is kind of like a whole country in itself, and that it's just a massive areas for many different nests.
난 K사 비자 없는데. 나 빼고 다들 있는 거 아니지?
뭐냐? 왜 날 보냐?
방법은 간단하다. 닭, 돌.
C-I.
그리고 뚫릴 때까지 죽사를 반복하면 돼.
And keep on D-E-R.
즉, 닭, 돌, 죽살.
Whatever that eccentric abbreviation means for Ryoshu, the sinners have learned to stop questioning it.
림버스 컴퍼니 정도의 회사라면 그냥 통과될지도 모를 텐데요.
A company as big as ours.
그리고 료슈 씨가 말한 방식으로는 엄청난 시간이 소모될 거예요. 날개가 관리하는 둥지를 대체 뭐라고 생각하는 거예요?
Oh, I see. No one's gonna take into account how much I'll suffer for that cider, huh? Sadly, none of our sinners bother to respond to me in any capacity.
이스마엘이 말한 대로 우리는 비자를 면제받아 통과한다. 림버스 컴퍼니의 뒤엔 꽤 다양한 분야의 주주들이 계시거든.
혹시 H사의 주주님도 아시나요? 제 동생이 어렸을 때 붉은색 여권이 아니면 안 된다고 고집을 부려서 직접 저희 집에 방문해 주신 적이 있으시거든요.
글쎄, 나 같은 일개 길잡이는 그런 것까지 아는 위치가 아니라서 그렇게 대답할 가치가 있어 보이는 질문도 아니고.
Honglu, I'm so sorry.
너무하네요.
그보다 중요한 건 검문소까지 가는 길목이다. 검문소의 심사가 까다롭다는 건 통행권을 노리는 자들이 지천으로 널려 있다는 뜻이기도 하지.
버스 근처에 불청객의 소리가 많다.
Have bus will battle.
기분 좋은 카롯. 기분 좋게 도착.
자, 내리지. 심사받을 시간이다. 혹시나 해서 말하는 건데 너희가 평소에 하던 대로, 그러니까 볼성사납게 사고를 치고 다녀도 일이 수습될 거라는 기대는 이곳 검문소에서는 버리는 게 좋을 거다.
I thought his words were pretty intimidating, but despite the worries.
K사로 방문하신 모든 분께 환영의 인사를 드립니다. 한 줄로 순서에 맞게 입장하신 문에 따라 적합한 위치에 서 주십시오.
Wow, it's so clean. The menacing and interrogative atmosphere could subdue the temper of any first-time visitors, and the sinners were no exception. I could occasionally hear Sinclair sniffing, followed by Rhodia and Gregor calming him. Any of my questions why were met with heads shaken sideways.
그래, 평소에도 이렇게나 질서를 지키면 얼마나 좋아. 소풍 나온 병아리 같이.
당신이 왜...
What made you follow us outside the bus this time? Well, I mean, he needs to get checked too, right? if they want to enter the nest. Noticing my flustered reaction at the unexpected company, Virgilius opened his mouth.
이곳이 둥지이기 때문입니다, 단테. 혹여나 이곳에서 예상 못한 사고라도 치는 순간, 단테, 당신이 전부 책임지기는 어려워질 테니까.
Support. When Virgilius put it like that, it sounded as if he were saying, "You're not reliable enough to be sent without supervision." But I knew it'd be wise to keep this to myself. But like, it sounds like a higher stake. So yeah, it would help a lot. Code Purple. We wait our turn to undergo the checkpoint's official interview, with Virgilius and Ishmael instructing us on the process. Here's hoping we'll pass.
금방금방 빠지네요. 10분 정도만 기다리면 저희 차례가 오겠어요. 통과 질문은 저희 13명이 다 해야 하나요? 단테 씨는 말을 못 알아들을 텐데 어떻게 해야 하죠?
Ishmael seemed to have a habit of speaking quickly and being more inquisitive when she got anxious.
안 그래도 그 이야기를 하려던 참이었지.
Like, I wonder how many people have a head like Dante's, like, you know, in animated, unlike those augmented ones. And I don't know, I guess it's pretty normal considering that there are prosthetics. There was one that was like a whole body prosthetic. So it's like, this head, what is this anyways? So I guess it's not really rare to see people like that pass through checkpoints.
잘 들어. K사 직원은 이쪽 줄에 서 있는 사람들에게는 매우 간단한 질문만 할 거다. 그리고 너희들 또한 매우 간단한 대답만 하면 되는 거야.
Okay, keep it. Merso. He's going to keep it short.
신문소 직원이 어떤 목적으로 왔냐고 물어보면 림버스 컴퍼니 업무상으로 왔습니다. 업무 비자를 확인해 주세요. 라고 대답을 하면 된다. 토시 하나 빼먹지 말고 그대로 외워.
Wait, I'm here on business in behalf of Limbus company. Please refer to my work visa.
그 밖에는 내가 알아서 할 테니 그저 문제를 일으키지 않을 사람이라는 것만 증명하면 돼.
혹시나 저 말을 외우지 못하겠다면 차라리 입을 다물고 있으세요. 그저 갖고 계시는 사원증을 내밀기만 해.
Keep quiet and don't cause trouble. Easiest task in the world. I sneakily mumbled a sarcastic remark. I was worried that Faust might rat me out, but thankfully, Virgilius was idly staring off into space, sparing me from his scathing commentary.
자, 그럼 질문이 있는 사람은 내가 정말 가치 있는 질문을 생각했는가에 대한 고민을 해본 후에 조용히 손을 들도록.
Several hands were lifted, including mine.
로지온.
업무 목적이니까 무기는 들고 들어가도 되지?
그렇다. 다음.
그럼 그에게 기기괴기한 팔이나 단테의 근사한 시계머리도 상관없겠네?
맞아요. 참고로 관리자님의 머리는 무기가 아니라 의체로 분류되기 때문에 관단 비자로 활용은 돼요. 비록 불사의 능력을 지니고 있더라도요.
Okay, I just said that. Which means it'd be approved even if what we had were a tourist visa, powers to retrieve notwithstanding. Oh, okay. Ishmael took the role of the model student and answered in Virgilius' stead. It feels like something changed about Ishmael's attitude since the casino job. She seems to have decided to take matters into her own hands after I betrayed her expectations of my capabilities as a leader. No. I'm glad that she's growing. But I'm still sad that I disappointed her.
정확해.
Gregor and I put our hands down at the same time. Okay.
그리고 리오슈, 담배는 끄고 얘기하도록.
난 손 안 들었다만.
Virgilius was doing his best to ignore Don Quixote's arm stretched skyward, but he finally caved and gave the woman with an adamantly raised hand the chance to speak.
그래, 돈키호테. 뭐지?
His eyes.
저 유리벽은 어떤 용도로 있는 것이오?
Following Don Quixote's finger, our attention was drawn to the glass wall stood in the middle of the building. On the other side of the clear dividing wall, were countless people waiting in line. Some of them are on the floor, actually.
저쪽은 기다린다기보다는 아예 사람들이 바닥에 앉아 있군.
Yeah.
줄을 선지 꽤 시간이 지난 모양이야.
무장 경호원도 많군. 이곳 인원의 3배.
So are those like people who have a problem with their documents?
대부분 건물에 세워져 있는 유리벽은 안전을 위한 용도일 가능성이 크다.
뭐 쉽게 말하자면 뒷골목 사람들 전용 구역이지. 둥지마다 방식은 다르지만 어쨌든 제대로 된 비자가 없이 다른 둥지로 가는 건 진짜 까다롭거든.
Yeah. Okay.
왜 검문소 근처에서 목숨까지 걸고 우리를 습격하려고 했겠어? 비자를 강제로 빼앗아서라도 둥지에 가려고 했던 거지.
그리고 우리가 해결해 줄 수 없는 문제이기도 하지.
However, that answer didn't satisfy Don Quixote. Whether it was the fault of the gloomy yet oppressive atmosphere of the area beyond the wall, or the disturbances happening in there, I couldn't say.
관리자님, 저희 차례입니다.
Right. Our line moved at such a quick pace, we barely had a time to chat before it was our turn to answer the officials' questions.
기억하세요. 그쪽에서 어떤 목적으로 왔냐고 하면
한 번만 더 말하면 심사관인지 뭔지 아는 놈을 만단지에 해주겠어.
Sangria is red wine, right? Or blood, actually. But I wonder what it means for Ryoshu. She's starting to get angry. Despite Ishmael's worries, our inspection was smooth sailing. Okay.
소속 그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
업무차 림버스 컴퍼니에서 왔습니다. 사원증 확인 부탁드립니다.
확인했습니다. 다음.
림버스 컴퍼니에서 왔죠. 비즈니스 때문에. 사원증 보시면 된대요.
확인했습니다. 다음.
After our first sinner proved who we worked for, it was a breeze for the rest of us. Okay, at least we didn't get into any trouble. The official asked the same question in the same dry tone, took a cursory glance at our faces and employee cards, though based on their speed, it seemed more like a customary gesture rather than an actual look over. Then let each sinner pass. People in line.
저쪽에서 무슨 문제가 생겼나 봐요.
Oh. The glass wall standing between us and them was thick enough to block out sound. It was hard for us to tell what was going on through the wall. However, I could see what was happening unambiguously. Someone with cuffed hands was being dragged away by security. Oh my god. They hit him as well. Oh, this must be like a father and son. And a small child was crying next to them, clearly scared and
신경
confused.
쓰지 말죠. 잘은 모르지만 날개의 금기를 어긴 모양이에요.
Oh.
가난뱅이들이 어긴 금기를 받자 만족스러울 만큼 충분한 돈을 뒷구멍에 찔러주지 않았다는 거 웬 더 있겠어?
Damn. Oh my god.
지금 저한테 이죽되는 건가요?
뭐야? 신경 쓸 일은 아니라며. 너무 신경 쓰는데?
While I was distracted by Heathcliff loudly celebrating his first successful tease on Ishmael, our usual suspect sprang forth. Yes, Don Quixote. In her least expected moment yet again.
소속 그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
약자에게 자유를 주기 위해 왔노라.
An emotion is expressed for the first time on the checkpoint official's face. Flubber gas station. They looked up at Don Quixote with a face screaming that it was a flabbergasted.
저자들을 풀어주게.
Oh my god!
소속 그룹 이유를 말씀해 주세요.
The official ignored her demand and parroted the same question. All the while, Don Quixote was getting more upset by the minute. Oh, you know, she can't ignore any wrongdoing. And then, in looking through the transparent wall again, I saw the desperate child mouthing a scream at the man dragged away in handcuffs. Oh, oh my god!
그대가 나설 마음이 없다면 내가 직접 해결하겠네.
코드 퍼플 금기 K18 위반 발생.
What is this?
트롬보사이트 지원 요망. 재전파 트롬보사이트.
Thrombocyte? Like blood? We're talking about blood? Veering away from inquiry like a broken record, the official spoke an intimidating immune response to the radio. Okay, I wonder, is this nest medical related? Just thinking.
안내합니다. 코드 퍼플. 순환 이동 검문소 14번. 트롬보사이트, 루코사이트.
Right? Because these are like white blood cells and I don't know, coding in a hospital. So like the jargons would tell me that this would be rather medical related. Blaring sirens accompanied the perplexing announcement. All the while, thick metal gates shut around us. Oh, can you imagine that? See, like, jing, 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 jing. The metal glasses, the metal gates are, like, falling down.
그냥 대갈통을 부수고 시체자루에 넣어서 지나갈 걸 그랬어.
Body sack.
그런다고 아주 달라질 건 없었을 것 같지만요.
트롬보 루코 각각 혈소판 백혈구를 의미하는 것 같소만.
Yeah.
저들을 의미하나 보군요. K사와 어울리네요.
Looking in the direction Faust indicated, we all saw what she meant. Security forces wearing menacing uniforms were staring at us. Ooh. Taboo. Okay. Our dear Don Quixote's intolerance for injustice rears its troublesome head again. Armed staff from the K Corps surround us on all sides, all the while Virgilius watches with his arms crossed, upset at our repeated failures to behave. I've gotten used to this sort of situation, but it looks pretty serious. Yeah.
네, 날개의 금기를 어겼으니까요.
Dang. It's not like anyone was hurt. Can't we just talk this through? Faust looked straight into my face. For Faust to face someone directly when she usually stares into empty space, as she speaks, can only indicate one thing. I must have said something incredibly frustrating.
어떤 날개든 금기를 어겼다는 건
Punishment. A loud explosion left Don Quixote dismembered where she stood.
별도의 발포 경고 없이 금기자를 처단할 수 있다는 뜻이에요.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, you know, capture them dead or alive. Okay. But what happens if Dante gets hit? It looks like border control isn't willing to forgive us until they dismember the rest of the sinners. Armed security staff was surrounding us on all sides.
날이 갈수록 놀라워. 바닥 밑에 고여있던 조그만 기대감마저 증발시켜버리니 말이야.
Damn.
난 빠지지. 저 녀석의 단독 범행이라고 하든 다 같이 해결하든 알아서 해.
After you said that this would be heavy for me to take on alone. Virgilius. Okay. Okay.
아까는 관리자님만으로는 부족하니까 동행한 거라면
어쩔 수 없는 것에 책임을 져준다고 했지. 이따위 헛짓거리에 동참해준다는 뜻은 아니었다.
Virgilius casually pushed his way through the line of armed guards and leaned against a wall. He then crossed his arms as if to further drive home that he'll remain a spectator. Okay. Really just gonna watch from there?
그렇게 쳐다봐도 소용없습니다, 관리자님. 아무도 귀담아 듣지 않는 길잡이 주제에 칼까지 빼드는 건 주제넘은 짓이 아니겠습니까? 마지막으로 오지랖을 부려보자면 K사의 특이점은 HP 탄으로 상처쯤은 순식간에입니다. 관리자님의 그런 유사하겠군요.
Yeah. Completely ignoring my feeble plea, not that they could hear it, K-Corp security guards closed in on us. And Dante actually has his, body in in quite a painful state. But they have bullets, the singularity, so I don't know. It's all gonna be up to Dante's endurance if that happens. Verboten. The confrontation with K-Corp's guards continues. They seem to hardly take a scratch, adding to our fatigue. Yeah. K-Corp's singularity, HP bullets. Any would-be fatal injuries we managed to inflict were healed right away with a single shot of those regenerative rounds. It was only a matter of time before the thread by which Heathcliff's patience was hung snapped. Coming from him, yeah, dang.
날개와 엮이는 건 무의미하다고요.
이렇게 실시간으로 허무해지는 전투일 줄은 몰랐지.
잘라내면 잘라내는 대로 살점이 차오른다. 전투를 제.
Oh, even Ryoshu is.
이딴 예술도 있는 거.
Dang. Ryoshu made the most pained expression I've seen from her, begrudgingly swinging her sheath around. Cuts and slashes will mend before even a drop of blood can spill from them. There couldn't be a worse battle for Ryoshu to fight. Yeah, because there's no blood. Isn't there anything we can do?
HP. 헬라포이시스 기술은 손실된 신체의 세포를 끊임없이 보충하는 기술이에요. 한 번 투약받아도 상당히 오래 지속되는데 둥지 안에서 보급을 받는 자들은
Wow.
전투로는 이길 방법이 없다고 할 수도 있겠네요.
So are we gonna surrender? Even Faust was shaking her head in despondency. But then...
혼란 속에 비로소 이 몸이 등장하였으니.
Oh, who is this? A peal of overwhelmingly energetic laughter rang through the air. Siegfried! A man approaches from outside with tremendous speed. This exceedingly jovial and uncomfortably energetic fellow is Siegfried, who appears to have an acquaintance with Virgilius. After a friendly exchange, he rushes at our sinners. A figure approached us with a terrifying force, reminiscent of a frenzied beast.
뭐야? 뭐가 달려오고 있는 거야?
앞으로 3초. 관리자님.
I don't know. I'm not sure what to... 1, 2, 3. Virgilius was the only one who showed no surprise. To be more clear, he was more displeased than unsurprised at this apparently expected arrival. A jovial-looking man appeared amidst the chaos with an obnoxious laugh.
모두 안녕하신가?
Whoa.
목격담은 얼마든지 올려도 되지만 사진 촬영부터는 K사의 공식 허가가 필요하네.
Whoa. Hold on. Heroic feats you are to witness here. So, our knight in shining armor? Wow, though. Like, dang, he's built different. So, it's kind of like Frankenstein? Like you have these, I don't know, prosthetics, or are they even augmentations? And then his body. Wow. He has a mask.
다만 30분 후에는 잡지 인터뷰가 있어서 길게는 시간을 내주지 못해. 섭섭해도 이해해주게.
So he is a very popular person in here.
왜 안 오나 했지. 날개 월급쟁이가 되어버렸다지. 지크프리타.
그 비아냥거리는 말 본새는 여전하시군 그래. 코드 퍼플이 발동해서 불이 나게 달려왔더니만 그대의 친구들이었나 보군.
Was he here to actually get rid of us?
친구 아니야. 이 소동 속에 나는 무관하다는 걸 알아주면 좋겠군.
No, you're part of the team, Virgilius.
그럼
그래. 화끈한 정신 개조를 부탁하지.
무슨 이야기를 둘이서만 불길하게 속닥거려?
동감. 어디서 굴러온 놈이지?
보아하니 꽤 구석진 골목에서 온 분들도 있나 보군. 좋아. 그렇다면 이번만큼은 특별히 사진 서비스도 제공해주겠어.
우리를 아주 길거리 추종자처럼 대하고 있군. 감히
Oh! Wait, is this the yeah, Don Quixote said earlier that there is another super special fellow in this wing, and that there was something about figurines. So is this like the idol person and then those figurines of him? Oh. Don Quixote, what's wrong?
우리가 좀 바빠서 1분 안으로 끝내줘. 저 시계머리는 빼고 부탁하지.
He wants to keep us safe.
의체인가? 그렇다면 50초로 하지.
Wow. Dang. Whoa. Both a skilled fighter and talented performer, I could only watch him in awe as he proved himself to be nothing short of a hero. Wow. They're taking pictures too.
자, 여기를 한번 봐주게. 우리 팬들이 매우 좋아해 줄 거야.
이 새끼 더럽게 강하군.
방금 뭐란 거지? 깜찍하군 그래.
A fixer? Yeah. One after another, he made short work of the sinners. Virgilius watched the carnage with a pleased expression.
동지에서 주제도 모르고 나대면 어떤 결과를 초래하는지 깨달을 필요가 있지.
Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way.
벤테, 지금의 당신은 기억이 안 나겠지만 당신도 어쩌면 거물 같은 존재였을 때가 있었습니다.
Wait, what? Where is this coming from? What happened? I was? I just couldn't picture it. Right now, I'm just a powerless leader who fumbles in any emergency, constantly being chewed, spat out, and ignored in the trash by my sinners. They've even started treating me as the team's field medic, To think that this miserable manager used to be the respected leader of many sometime in the past. I felt a genuine desire to ask Faust for another way to recover my memories.
하지만 기억을 잃었다는 사실이 당신의 관리 소홀에 대한 온전한 면죄부가 되어줄 순 없죠. 무슨 말인지 스스로 아실 거라 믿습니다.
I'm really curious. Where did Dante come from? What happened to them? I thought of the staff at the K-Corp checkpoint. They showed no pity for the family they were about to tear apart, treating it as nothing more than part of the due procedure. Although Don Quixote got us in trouble when she sprang forth to rectify injustice, I just know it would have haunted my sleep for days if we turned a blind eye. Yeah, definitely. And seeing Heathcliff tighten the grip on his weapon to veins as he witnessed the disturbance. If not Don Quixote, I feel at least one of us would have intervened. Truth be told, I didn't do everything in my power to keep Don Quixote down. Virgilius isn't necessarily wrong when he says the blame rests on me for causing this. Taking back my head might not be for the best after all, Virgilius.
이것 참... 다음엔 꼭 마이크를 달아나달라고 해야겠군.
I wonder if, you know, the ticking in Dante is something like random, or is it a part of a code? But I feel like it's too short to be a code, so...
알아들었다는 소리로 이해하겠습니다.
46.5초. 오늘도 세계를 정의롭게 수호한 시간이었다.
무대는 끝난 모양이군. 시계 돌릴 시간입니다, 단테.
Ooh. Effie, Sod 2. After a chaotic encounter with Siegfried, we meet with a couple of familiar faces at the exit, greeting us with the same confidence and comportment. They're back! After 12 whirls of agony, the sinners were all back in one piece. Oh, hold on. So, it's one loop per sinner. So, like, everybody dies. Dante doesn't bring them back to life, like, one loop for everybody. So it's one per sinner. Wow. So every time they die, Dante takes 12 hits. The massacre must have been humbling because it feels rather strange seeing them this quiet. Oh.
어떻게 지내고 있었는가 붉은 시선. 요새 통 얼굴 보기가 힘들었는데 둥지 속 우수한 해결사들의 모임에도 안 나오고.
A League of Excellent Nest Dwelling Fixers.
내가 초대장을 무려 수십 장이나 보냈는데 받지 못한 것인가?
주소 바꿨어. 그리고 당신처럼 충실하게 꼬리 따위 흔들고 있을 여유도 없지.
I don't know what happened between these two, but Virgilius is a bit hostile here, right?
첫 보기에도 둘의 성향이 다르다고 느끼지 않나요, 단테?
Yeah.
간단히 말하자면 지크프리트 씨는 해결사 중에서도 날개 친화적인 쪽에 가까웠죠.
Yeah, because Virgil said, like, you know, he's a bootlicker.
반면에 베르길리우스 씨는 해결사만의 독립성을 추구했어요. 영향력이 강한 어느 한 곳에 해결사가 종속되는 순간 해결사가 지켜야 할 최소한의 가치마저도 사라진다고 생각했거든요. 힘 있는 자들 한정에선 누구보다 엄격한 잣대를 들이미는 사람이니까요.
That's a really good insight to Virgilius's stance on things. While speaking with Faust, I saw Don Quixote quake and approach Siegfried with shaky hands. She must have been honored to see him, even after being mincemeat by his hands mere moments ago.
그대 피규어도 모아놓았어. 한정판은 아니지만 나도 그대처럼 엄청난 해결사가 되는 것이 꿈이여.
Oh, so it really was Siegfried's uh figurines that she was after.
해결사 꿈나무군. 시간이 얼마 없지만 사인은 해줄 수 있지.
그게 정말이요? 그럼 사인은 여기.
I love it. She's so excited. It's such a nice feeling to see an expressive fan. It's like I like you a normal amount.
숨 좀 쉬어 돈키호테.
안내합니다. 상황 종료. 코드 퍼플. 상황 종료. 코드 퍼플.
Okay.
올 코드
Are,
클리어.
are we off the hook?
일은 성공적으로 끝마쳤다. 그럼 또 어디선가에서 보도록 하지.
So is Siegfried a colored fixer as well, like Virgil? So if he's just a fixer, then that would mean Virgil is stronger than him, right? Whoa. Leaping with tremendous force, Siegfried vanished into the air. Although there was a small delay, we did get the travel permit in the end. Virgilius returned to the bus in the meantime. Or perhaps he only got off knowing that we'd run into that Siegfried. He looked rather upset as he walked away, but no one else seemed to care that much. That's okay. Virgilius and the gang will warm up to each other. Slowly, but surely. Clueless to the surrounding frigidness, Don Quixote was happy as a clam, caressing the sheet of paper autographed by Siegfried.
꿈을 꾸고 있는 것은 아닌지 모르겠어. 관리자다리, 내 볼따구 한 번만 꼬집어줄 수 있겠어?
Just as I was about to give the blissful Don Quixote a word, while we walked out of the border checkpoint, an armored vehicle stopped before us. So we are now at the exit, and this is what it looks like on the other side of K Corp. Hamburger?
새로운 적인가? 둥지의 검문소 앞에서 간도 크군.
이 차는 LCC 청소부서 소속이군요.
Ah, so this is where Sod and Effie are. Following Faust's plain reply, the vehicle's doors opened.
나 참.
Ooh.
왜 이렇게 오래 걸린 거야? 이 근처를 세 바퀴나 뱅뱅 돌았잖아.
A couple of familiar faces appeared out of the car. Effie and Sod. Even though their outfits had changed, their faces were greased with just as much confidence and poise.
비포 팀에서도 온 건가? 분위기가 좀 달라졌군 그래.
그건 카지노 잠입을 위한
Yeah.
운동이었답니다. 결과적으론 쓸모가 없긴 했지만 말이에요.
They were going to deal cards, but
그 심부를 찌르는 말투는 여전하구만.
my chest ached a little at the thought of the harmonious cacophony that was our last operation.
소드. 저 시계 시침 바르르 떨리는 거 보여? 저러다가 울기라도 하겠어.
장난이랍니다. 실력으로는 아직 발전해야 할 부분이 한참 남아 있었지만 그래도 LCB 부서만의 색깔이 있다는 걸 인정하기로 했거든요.
You know what? I actually don't know what LCB means. Limbus Company Bus? Is that what it means? Limbus Company Bus? In spite of the rough path we took, it sounds like we did leave a positive impression on the two.
비포 팀들은 먼저 작전 현장에 도착했는 줄 알았는데요.
다른 대원들은 이미 도착해 있을 거야. 너희들이 알면 유용할 추가 정보가 있어서 잠시 남아서 기다려주기로 했지.
Wow, so they even have bulletproof vests. And yeah, weapons, of course. Wow. You know, it really makes me curious of Limbus. Like, what is Limbus Company and who are the top management, and like why do they need the golden bow?
어떻든 간에 우리가 신경이 쓰였다는 거네.
They almost have the same hairstyle.
너희들도 우리의 매력에 헤어나오지 못했던 거 아니야? 왜 그런 거 있잖아. 귀신같이 맛없는 재료들만 모아놓아서 요리했는데 묘하게 맛이 있는 거?
전장엔 그런 게 많았지. 분명 먹을 당시에는 비참했는데 자꾸 기억에 남는 그...
두 분 다 어떤 음식을 드셔왔던 거죠?
저 그런데 전달받을 정보란 어떤 것인가요?
이번 목표 지점 말이야. 우리 말고 다른 집단이 점령해 있는 상태인 것 같아. 그래서 우리 쪽에서도 평소보다 많은 인원을 투입하고 있지.
그래봤자 또 어디서 모여드는 쇠파리 같은 놈들이겠지.
As Otis pointed out, we weren't new to encounters against groups of foes drawn near the Golden Bows. For our first mission, straggling soldiers from G-Corp took shelter in the abandoned facility. And on our second, a variety of gangs inhabited the casino.
안타깝지만 이번 상대들은 예전 같은 부스러기는 아닌 모양이야. 심사 기록을 슬쩍 살펴보니까 몇 주 전 엔사에서 대거 파견한 기록이 남아 있었어. 심지어 우리와 목적지가 같더라고.
N-Corp.
엔사에서요?
공식적으로 드러난 행보는 아니지만 K사 쪽에서도 심사 통과를 해준 걸로 봐선 모종의 거래가 있었을 수도 있지.
즉, 엔사에서 미리 파견이 와 있는 게 사실이라면 가는 길이 순탄하지만은 않을 거라는 소리랍니다.
So we are up against N-Corp.
그렇군. 이거 자칫하다 여러 날개를 척지는 건 아니지 몰라.
장기적으로 봤을 때 날개 간의 충돌은 불가피한 수순일 거예요. 하지만 엔사에서 공식적인 파견을 공표한 게 아닌 걸 봐서는 단순히 이익 집단 간의 충돌로 마무리될 수도 있고요. 어쩌면 그들이 진정으로 원하는 건 황금 가지가 아니라는 가능성도 배제할 순 없어요.
오, 오케이.
어찌 됐든 여기저기에 써먹기 편한 게 우리라는 건 부정되지 않은 것 같지만.
아 맞아. K사 입국관리소에서 소동을 일으킨 멍청이들이 있다고 했는데 혹시 얼굴
Hey. Oh, come on, Effie.
소문이라는 건 참 빠르게 퍼지는군. 마치 로신한테 갔어.
Don Quixote hung her head, possibly in embarrassment. Perhaps she's finally starting to learn that her reckless actions have repercussions. Of course, after what she's been through, fighting those basically immortal soldiers and getting crushed by her idol as well. That, or I'm mistaking that she's glad that more people know of what she's done. Bad publicity is good publicity.
아깝지 뭐예요. 그런 광경은 자주 볼 수 있지도 않았을 텐데. 목숨이 여러 개 있는 게 아닌 이상 누가 감히 입국관리소에서부터 소란을.
Wow.
설마 아니죠?
자, 시간도 얼마 없고 하니 빨리 이동하죠.
이런 베르길리우스님은 이번에도 안 계시나 보네.
He was there. He just left.
그 양반 먼저 버스로 돌아갔어.
아쉽네요. 이번에야말로 얼굴 한번 비추고 싶었는데.
다음에는 꼭 인사를 하고 말겠어. 너희 대신 우리를 합류시킬 생각은 없냐고도 물어볼 계획이거든.
What? That's the reason you wanted to meet him?
마냥 농담은 아니랍니다. 이따가 현장에서 다시 봐요.
너희가 무사히 도착할 수 있다면 말이야.
Like, what connects the sinners to Dante that they can be revived? Unlike with humans, he can't do that, but only with sinners. The deal they struck. So was the bus checked as well? So we went to the checkpoint, the bus is probably on the other side already, and we got out and we will step on the bus.